It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it, and thank you so much for making time for us. We are back in the Betway Premiership. We've just watched Kaizer Chiefs against Cape Town City out at the FNB Stadium, an empty FNB Stadium. Shout out to the people who actually made time to go to the stadium. Unfortunately, it's one of those days where the stadium is as good as empty. But to the soldiers on the ground, we really appreciate you. We really salute you for representing us down there. A very frustrating game of football that ended in a very frustrating goalless draw. It's a point nonetheless for us as Kaizer Chiefs fans, but you know what, we can say a point is better than nothing, but sometimes, nothing is better than 3 points. Nothing can be better than 3 points. We need 3 points if we are to be as ambitious, if we are to fulfill our ambitions. Unfortunately, tonight it was not meant to be. The only positive thing that I can draw from this particular game is the fact that we were able to keep a clean sheet, back-to-back clean sheets, which is something we have not been able to do over the past, throughout the entire season, I think. I don't think we've been able to keep two successive clean sheets, and we've been able to do that this time around. That's the only positive I can take. But while we are fixing the back, the back is becoming a little bit rigid and solid. Unfortunately, our attackers are deciding to go on holiday when it's time to take the decision when it matters the most. Not for this game ended in a goalless draw, not from a lack of chances created. Chiefs created chances after chances, both in the first half and the second half. Especially in the first half, honestly speaking, I felt like we wasted a whole lot of chances. This was a game of wasted chances because of the final decision in the final third. That's what we saw. Unfortunately, when we were meant to shoot, we passed. When we were meant to pass, we took a shot. It didn't work for us. Again, it explains why I think the stats were saying that we have one of the highest shots at goal. But unfortunately, we have a lot of shots at goal, and most of them are not on target. Case in point, tonight's game, I just want to go look at the stats here. Tonight's game in particular, Chiefs had the position throughout the whole game. 63% of the ball was with Kaizer Chiefs, 37% with the Cape Town City. Goal attempts, 17 from Kaizer Chiefs, 11 from Cape Town City. Shots at goal, on target. This is now at target. Both teams are on 3. Imagine, from 17 shots that you took, only 3 of them were on target. 3 of them were blocked. 3 blocked shots apart. 3 from each team. And from this stats, it says big chances created. Cape Town City actually created 2 and Kaizer Chiefs none. But I don't think I agree with that, because we did create some chances that way. Okay, I guess I don't know what is a definition of a big chance, but we created chances which should have scored. We should have scored, because there were many chances that the attackers let us down. There was one from Dushabala that just made me want to punch my TV. The starting 11 as well. I don't know whether it was necessary for us to for Nabi to start with Sirino and Shabalala. I think he could have started with Sirino and Modi. It worked in the previous game. Then later on, you can bring in Shabalala for Sirino if there's a need. Otherwise, I was impressed with what I saw with seeing Lilepo playing on the left hand side. I saw something that will actually help Kaizer Chiefs going forward, where we have the 2 flanks, the 2 wings, being able to swap positions, where you have whoever is playing left and whoever is playing right. You can have Lilepo and Modi swapping positions every now and then, just to confuse the defenders and add something extra for defenders to think about. I was really impressed with that, and the fact that Lilepo can actually take shots from that side as well. Saw him taking a shot that hit the crossbar, which he had Darren Kidd beaten hands down, and that was an unfortunate one. And it's unfortunate for Kaizer Chiefs. Otherwise, this particular dropping of these 2 points, I can only blame the players. I don't think I can blame the coach much. Really, they had chances. They should have created. They should have made them count. They should have buried at least one of those to get us these 3 points. My frustration with the right back still exists. I know we have Frosler, we have Solomons there, but for some reason, Solomon seems to try too hard. I don't think this is what he does at training. He tries a bit too hard to a point where sometimes he would overrun the ball, sometimes he would overhit the ball, sometimes he would just take a wild shot. While I thought Frosler was immune of that, I saw him doing the exact same thing in the second half when he came on. The frustration builds from these lack of proper decisions taken in the final third. Kaizer Chiefs, as it is right now, I think while we're building, we really need a goal poacher. We need someone who can bang in goals for us. We bring in Chivaviro to just... Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't like blaming players, but come on, guys. You brought in Chivaviro just to add more salt to our wound because we were already frustrated. It was a game of frustration. You bring in Chivaviro, is even more and more frustrating. You know, there was a header that you were supposed. How do you head a ball like that? The ball is coming to you. You are heading it while you are still going up. Because, I mean, if the cross is coming to you, I didn't play football at that level, but I've watched football enough to know that the ball must be beneath you for you to head it properly to go in the direction of goal. And we have a striker who's just heading the ball while he's still going up. I'm frustrated. I don't want to lie. And this is what I said about the other team the other day when I said, you know, when you don't have hope, Kaizer Chiefs brings you hope. And when you have hope, they will disappoint you. They will deal with our hearts. You have to have a very strong heart if you want to support our team. You have to have a very, very, very strong heart. Unfortunately, we dropped points in this particular game and I expected us. It was there for the taking, let's be honest. And it could have gone either way. Cape Town City could have also won this particular game. We are where we are now. 8th position. The team behind us, Golden Arrows, have played 3 games less than us. They are on 24 points. If they win their 3 games, they go to 20. They go to 31, right? Excuse me. Kaizer Chiefs is on 29 points. If we are on 29 points and Golden Arrows are on 24, add 9 points to 9 points to that of Golden Arrows if they win all their 3 games in hand. That puts them at actually 33, not 31 that I said. 33 because that's 9 points. So they'll probably be ahead of us. So at the moment it looks like we might end up fighting for top 8. While at some point we looked comfortable in it. And I said Kaizer Chiefs needs to make sure that they stay in the top 8 as long as possible so that towards the end of the season you don't have to worry about your position in the top 8. You are just trying to break into the top 3, top 4. To get a CAF spot if you are fortunate enough to do so. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we are going to be going that route because as it is right now, we are hanging by the thread. We are hanging by the thread and anything can happen, especially when you have teams behind you who still have games in hand who might just surpass you at any time. So it's another season of just trying to fight to get into the top 8, and I thought we'd stay comfortable there and try to fight to get into the top 3, even though it was already looking unrealistic for us. But yeah, it is what it is. Today's game, today's loss, I call this a loss even though it's a draw, is on our attacking players. They really had chances. They could have buried tonight's game and they did not take their chances. Otherwise, this has been Fans Corner. Thank you so much for making time for us. We will be back again in another one. We'll see you then. Please make sure you subscribe and also like our videos. Follow us on the socials as well and make sure that the channel grows. Thank you so much for your time.